Well, welcome to Barkhausen Nature Bites. Today we're talking about a really cool fish we have here in Wisconsin, and that's this one I have in my hand, which is a mudminnow. Now, mudminnows are pretry common. We just don't often notice them because that brown coloration they have really blends in with the wetlands and they're really hard to see. They camouflage very well. And they don't get very big. We're talking 2.5 to 3 inches at the most for average size. Sometimes they'll get to be about 6-7 inches, but usually about the 2.5 to 3 inches. And these fish really like wetlands like what's behind me. Shallow wetlands, a lot of dense vegetation with soft muck on the bottom. Because these fish like that muck to hide in. If there's a predator trying to get these fish, this guy's gonna hop out of my hand, if they're trying to escape from a predator, they'll back into that muck and they can blend in really well and escape that predator. Now what's going to happen in April, they'll spawn, they're going to lay eggs. The female will lay about 400 to 500 eggs, and she's going to guard those eggs until they hatch. Now they are a really hardy fish. They're really kind of got some cool adaptations to help them out with that. They can actually tolerate wetlands like this that have really low oxygen levels because they're able to go up to the surface of that wetland, gulp air to get that oxygen. They have gills like all fish, but this fish has a swim bladder that helps it out to get the oxygen it needs when it gulps the air. Now, they can also live in areas that other fish can't. These really shallow wetlands don't have a lot of oxygen, or really acidic wetlands. Also, if there's a wetland that's a severe winter kill, almost lost it, a severe winter kill, these fish, they can actually survive in those lakes that don't have a lot of oxygen in them that other fish die off in. So what they can do is they can go to the bottom of that ice and actually take air from trapped air bubbles beneath the ice and get the oxygen that way. So again, a really hardy fish, very common around here. Look for it even around your neighborhood and some of the drainage ditches and creeks around your area. If you happen to see one, definitely let me know. Hope you enjoy this episode of Barkhausen Nature Bites.